My name's Julie and I'm the founder of the Busylizzy Club. In this video, I'm going to run through how much it cost to put together our legals, operations manual, support team, and the marketing required so that we were ready to franchise the business. So when it comes to the legals, you can expect to budget anything between £2,000 and £5,000. Now, the obvious document here is the franchise agreement that needs to be drawn up, and it needs to work for your franchisees, it needs to work for you as a franchisor, and it also needs to protect your brand as well. So it's a crucial document you need in your business, and you need to make sure it's drawn up by a franchise lawyer. It's certainly not one you want to be DIYing and doing yourself. You're also going to need to trademark your business. You don't want other people copying what you're doing up the road, so you need to make sure you get that trademark in place before you start franchising. And there's other legal documents you want to consider as well: NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, deposit agreements. These are all really useful documents to have when you're starting to have some quite serious conversations with potential candidates, and you want to make sure that your IP is protected. So the operations manual is the heart of the business. It documents absolutely everything that you need to run the business operationally, marketing, sales. It even handles the training side of things. Now, at the beginning of my journey setting up my franchise, I documented a lot of this myself. I used Google Drives, Google Docs, Sheets, and we uploaded as much information into a folder for our franchisees to access when they needed it. Now, as the business evolved over the years, that franchise operations manual has really evolved as well. We've invested in software solutions that enable us to upload videos, quizzes. It's really interactive. There's a full training portal on there as well, so it can onboard new franchise owners. And by doing this, it just means it's taken less time for me in terms of having to be available to help answer sort of questions that actually should have been embedded in a manual that were there for everybody just to access whenever they needed it. So ultimately, it cost around £20,000 to put operations manual together. This was done in stages, and certainly from the beginning, it was very much a DIY approach as we got going on our franchise journey. So from a marketing point of view, we had to now shift from marketing to get our customers to marketing to attract new franchisees. And the first thing we needed to do was update our core website with all our franchise information. This was a £2,000 upgrade, and that worked really well. But we also needed other marketing literature as well. We invested in a prospectus, essentially a glossy magazine that contains all the information about how the business runs, return on investment, and tries to excite your potential franchisees about your business and what you're doing. I also needed to invest in a CRM system so that I could actually track all of our franchise candidates through from initial inquiry right the way through to coming along to discovery days, where they actually learn more about the business and how it all works, and then ultimately those that were successful through to the final onboarding. So this is again another piece of software you're potentially going to need to investigate and implement in your business. And lastly, the budget, the actual marketing budget needs to be considered. You're going to potentially want to use meta ads. There's franchise portals out there that you can advertise your franchise opportunity. There's membership organisations like the British Franchise Association. You might want to explore getting involved with things like that as well. So you do need to consider budget for marketing to get your potential franchisees on board. So the support team at the beginning of my franchise journey was essentially myself, operationally helping each of our franchise owners. And also I had a social media manager and a great designer in our team as well. And to begin with, this worked absolutely brilliantly. We were able to support our first wave of franchisees as they came into the network. But of course, as we grew, so did our team. We had on board a PR professional that came in to help us. We've had operations manager, I have an events manager in the business, and day to day now I actually have a managing director overseeing a lot of the day to day so that I can focus on other projects as well. So as your business begins to evolve, your central team will also evolve to cover all aspects of the business. So it cost around £10,000 to get my business franchise ready from the outset. This was 10 years ago now, and we've continued to invest, and it's evolved since. I would say we've spent way over £100,000 in total in terms of all of the infrastructure and everything that's been built over the years. Now, to get a bit of a steer of how much it's going to cost to get your franchise ready, do get in touch. I'd love to have a chat with you. I can give you a really good idea of where you are now, what you potentially need, and certainly help you out with those starting blocks of getting going.